Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel. My name is bretvaldez, and this is the beginning month of my Tarotoscope series. I will be doing these every month, hopefully by the first of the month every month. If I can stick to the schedule, if I can be more like a Virgo instead of a Pisces, we'll see. Um, I try to get everything as neat as possible for you, okay? Now my best friend's a Virgo, so um, don't mind any light teasing. Um, I love Virgos actually, despite being opposites. All right, so let me tell you how this goes for me. I'm sure you've had your share of YouTube Taroscopes before. So the way that I do this, or the way that I've chosen to do this, is of course with tarot. I'm going to start with astrology cards, um, and go from there. The astrology or the I'm gonna start with not astrology cards. I'm sorry. Oracle cards. Already messed up, Virgo. I'm trying. Just kidding. Um, yeah, gonna go with oracle cards first to give me a theme, and then the tarot cards will fill in the gaps or tell me additional information, anything like that. So why don't we go ahead and get started? I'd hate to keep you any longer because I know that you are ready to move on to the next thing already, right? Again, don't mind any light reading. It's all in good fun. Alright, so we're going to keep this one for last. You'll see why. And let's get started with the main theme being influence, okay? Alrighty. We have manifestation. Okay, Virgo, what are you up to? We have move beyond intention to belief. Wow. A spiritual month for you. And we have autumn. Oh, that's fitting. Anyone like their pumpkin spice? Okay. Before we get into tarot, let's go ahead and go based off of these cards. We'll spread these out a little bit, not to trigger you or me. Trust me, I'm OCD as well. And that will never align to my liking or yours, so let's just give it up. Alright. Influence. You are more influential than you know. I'm wanting to say that you're a healer, actually. Well, that makes sense. Virgo is a sign of service. Sixth house is the house of service. So in this card, you're depicted, or the energy is depicted as, it's not necessarily healing the bird, I don't think. But that's what I got intuitively. Because you see there's this red heart inside the bird, and it could be mistaken for a blood spot. So my mind immediately went to a healer, and your influence is such as yeah, being a healer. And like I said when I started, you're more influential than you know, than you realize. More intuitive too. Actually, okay, so speaking of that, if we're going into intuition and all that, we have manifestation. Now this card here, I see obviously a Wiccan kind of pagan imagery. Um, it's definitely giving me moon magic. I've gotten that energy before in another reading I did earlier, but I'm seeing it for you here as well, quite strongly. manifesting. So you're definitely going to be doing some kind of, you're manifesting something currently, or you're going to be manifesting something this month. Manifestation, influence. It might have something to do with your job. You might be manifesting a new job. Keep working on it, because what I get here with move beyond intention to belief is don't just manifest. Don't just think about it. You got to believe it. Okay? See, move beyond intention to belief. Intent, belief. Those are like not really opposites, but if you think about it, intent, you could like think about it all you want, but you have to actually believe it to make it happen. So when you're manifesting, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest into the world or into your life, you don't want to talk. You don't want to say, "Please let me have this." You want to say, "I already have," or "I will have." Okay, because you're speaking it into existence. You're speaking it into power. And with your influence, I definitely think that that's possible for you. With the Autumn card, I could say this: whatever you're manifesting, maybe it will come by autumn. Could be a new home, a baby, possibly. But this also speaks to the energy of autumn. So, what do when we think of autumn, we got Thanksgiving. So, being appreciative, being thankful, collecting. If you live in a colder state, like, what do you do? You, like, rake leaves and stuff. I live in Florida, so you see. But for autumn, you're preparing for a harsher season, right? So you're collecting a harvest, maybe, right? Before the crops die off, and you gotta wait till spring, which is now, to rebuild them. Okay. Also, don't forget about pumpkin spice. Sorry, that's another Virgo joke for my friend. And for you. Okay, let's get into your tarot real quick so we can expand on this energy here. Oh, we got the Ten of Cups. Okay. So definitely something about family here in April. If you are wanting to get pregnant or to get someone else pregnant, if you're wanting to have a baby, basically, or if you're wanting to get married, this manifesting it now is a good time, even though, or it's possible. I'll say it's possible. Even though I get this autumn card, it doesn't mean that you have to wait until autumn, obviously, because this reading is for April. Okay, you have the Magician. Again, this is another manifestation. It's also trickery. But yeah, I think of this as manifestation because this card here, she's kind of pulling something from nothing. Well, I mean, this thing is something here, this energy force or something, but she's pulling from it. And she's got like a collection of things down here. So we got the Magician. Okay. Ooh, the Ten of Pentacles. Hard work pays off. So you've got two tens here. These are the two good tens. The other two tens are not great. So that's really good. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. This manifesting, whether it's for work or family, whatever it is, This happiness, this emotion could be happiness. This instead of family. It depends on how you interpret it. By the way, this is for sun, moon, or rising. So take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, then you can go to your moon or your rising, and perhaps that is the message for you. Okay. Um, so, yeah. Wow. Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. All right. This is like the ultimate. These two are like the ultimate like fulfillment cards. Uh huh. And you see, there's people around, so it's not you. It's not just you that you're happy with. You're happy with a group, or you're happy with multiple people. There's lots of people involved. Maybe not lots. Could be just you and another, or you and a child, or however that works out. But it's not just you that's celebrating. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. All right, now this. All right, this is thought of as left out in the cold. Typically, this is usually depicted as two beggars, I think, with like walking by a church with pentacles in the stained glass. And with this card, this hand reaching toward this sleeping figure. It's like the sleeping figure is out here in the dark and doesn't see this. She could just go right in here. See that? She could just go right in there. Where I'm assuming it's warm. It's got like that yellow color. So that reminds me of warmth, obviously. So she can go into where these pentacles are, but for some reason she's out here in this street, I want to say. So what are you keeping yourself from? Especially when you're doing all this wonderful manifestation work. When you're doing your manifestation, try not to hold back. Try to ask for everything. I don't want you not to be greedy, but while you're doing it, you might as well ask for everything that you want, especially if you're doing moon magic. Then put everything that you want on there, and whatever spirit wants to give you, they will give you. Okay? Don't be afraid to move inside from the cold. And also, don't focus on what others have. Because look at what you have, right? And if you're worried about what others have, you're not seeing the bigger picture here. You're not believing. We have the High Priestess. This I think of as the subconscious, the unknown. So let's see what the last card is. The Seven of Swords. Okay. So the Seven of Swords is a deceit, or you see there's foxes in this card. It's like a trick card. In typical decks, it's like a soldier or someone kind of like sneakily sneaking away with 5 swords. There's 2 remaining, but they're sneaking away with the rest. So I want you to, okay, so here's what I'm getting from this is, okay, you know what? Alright, while you're doing your manifesting and while you're doing all this good work, and all this good is in, your sign of service and all that, be careful who you trust. Okay? That's the advice that I want to give you. Well, a spirit wants to give you. Be careful who you trust here with the Seven of Swords. Okay? Be careful who you let in. I want you to look at this card real quick. Okay? Hopefully you can see it well. Up here, you have, she actually looks like a Virgo. Just a regular, kind of stoic face. And if you turn it around, I had this earlier and explained it as, this is like the white swan, right? And you flip around and you got the black swan. Like she looks angry, right? Like her brows are furrowed, and obviously the reflection is dark, but I mean, it's just her facial expression in general is darker. So there's definitely a shadow aspect to it. So just be careful who you trust, especially when we're dealing with your emotions, your loves, your passion, your money, your resources, um, because it could lead you to um, being out in the cold or being left behind, or so trust your intuition here with the High Priestess, and while you're manifesting, believe. Those are the and your influence. Trust your influence. Trust your instincts. Okay, and be careful who you let in. Be careful who you trust, because you're a generous person, and you're a person of means, or you have something that someone wants from you, at least this month. Um, so be careful who you let in. Okay. Again, if this doesn't resonate with you, I want you to remember that this is a collective message for Virgo, and it could be for Virgo sun, moon, or rising. So if your moon or your rising is different and none of this manifests, none of this resonates with you, go ahead and check the other signs and for your moon or your rising and see if those resonate, because those could be the messages for you this month. Okay, now let's get into your Moonology manifestation card. I like to pick this last, so you have something to meditate on for the month. Okay, so what you got is the new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. Okay, so while you're doing your manifesting or while you're doing your meditating, focus on the positive, right? So even though this, obviously this could make you feel negative, worrying about having to trust someone, but you're doing so much good work over here. So focus on this positive, right? And it's good to get advice from spirit, telling you, warning you, you know, there could be a spy in the camp, right? So be wary, be vigilant, and that kind of thing. But focus on be the positive things that you're working on, because you've got a lot of positivity going on. It's a good month for you. Sagittarius, it's all about expansion, or it's all about free thinking, new ideas, travel. So take that energy with you this month, Virgo, and focus on the positive, okay? All right, that's what I got for you this month, Virgo. So come back next month, May 1st, to get your May energy reading and Taroscope, and we will talk about it then. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Hit the like button if this resonated with you. Please leave a comment and let me know. If it didn't resonate with you, try your moon or your rising. And if any of this comes to fruition throughout the month, I'd also be interested to know. So leave a comment about that as well if you would like. And otherwise, I will hopefully see you next month. Bye, Virgo.